This is going to be my first time ever reacting to NCT Dream. What's up guys, GeorgeTheCloud here, my name's Jorge, aka George. Welcome to the channel and welcome to my life. I was scrolling through YouTube and I saw this come up and said, you know, what the heck, let's check them out. So this is from SM Town, which is one of the big four record labels of, you know, K-pop, I believe. And it is NCT Dream Bttf music video. What could that mean? Bttf, best to trip friends, something friends, brother, tune, the flute. I don't know. I have no idea. But I'm gonna look up this group and see what they are about. But still, if you guys have more information, please write it down in the comments. So NCT Dream, the third subunit of the South Korean boy band NCT, was formed by SM Entertainment in 2016, so almost, 9 years ago. So third subunit. Okay. So there was once the big NCT and then it got divided into three. They were initially intended to be the teenage unit of NCT with an admission and graduation system in which members would leave after reaching age of majority prior to rebranding in 2020. Okay, but I guess they discarded that idea and just let them stay. A bit confusing, but we get into the video. Grab some popcorn, fill up your water, put your headphones on. Let's go to this futuristic city. Nice scene.
And it's back to the future on a go. 경고 미친 듯이 내게 속을 쏴 번개치는 석유 위에 spark 초월하듯 뒤섞인 space time 여긴 어디 상상 못한 stop 시간을 뒤엎어 떨어지는 양 눈앞에 펼쳐지는 낯설지 않은 sign 시간을 뚫어내 내왔어 오래된 아니면 좀 느낀 듯한 moment 난 알아줘 눈빛을 가진 소녀 내게 말을 걸어볼까 상상 못할 얘기를 해볼까
It's 맞춤 내 시간 속에 파워 피어나 내 맘대로
죽어나도 않는 force more than an observer 그 답을 우린 알잖아
나를 바꾸지 않을 거라고
Go dream Go back to the future 그 빛나는 순간에서 I am the future Bring it hot hot 내 이름을 새겨줘 We gon' turn the time We gon' turn it right top What we dream 나 서 있는 지금이 바로 future
Moving history 충돌하며 직면하는 사건들을 내 손에 쥐고 한 발 전진
That's a big decision 기억의 collection 난 알지 필요 없어 그 revision 장면들은 날 스쳐 너를 떠올려
시간을 뚫어내 나왔어 짜릿해 내 손에 달린 먼 시간이 저울
안녕 나야 내가 달라진 건지 말해줘 너를 보면 나를 봐 절대 후회하지 않아 Turn it back 그리고 우리 마주하게 될때 hey. 걱정하지 않아도 돼 그 어떤 시간이라도 완전해 Back to
That hoverboard, how was it in 2016?
Mysterious. No answer. Back to the Future. Of course. Of course, it's inspired by the movie. Great movie, by the way. I'm gonna have to recheck those out again. Man, what a strong concept. I really enjoyed it. First things first, we hit the like. I am subscribed, and I have a link of the original video down in the description below. But I will look up to see if they have an individual channel, and they do. Okay, subscribe. There we go. And now we go back to the future, to the video. Wow. I really like when music videos have a theme, a strong concept, right? Because I've noticed that in a lot of K-pop, they throw in a ton of visual effects, edits, lasers, backgrounds, worlds, cities, people floating, flying, things going crazy. It's like a dream, right? But what is the point? What does it mean? And a video like this one, even though it has crazy effects, it's like right from the beginning, I already know what it's about, which is good to see. And they throw in there the hoverboards, which was a huge part of the movie. And at the end, one of the directors, or it looks like actually they're sort of the directors here. Some guy in the audience asks, how was it like with the hoverboard back in 2016? And 2016, I just read, is when they started. So it's like maybe they went, so they were in the present, right? In current time, they went back to 2016 when they started, and then they came back to the future, I guess. How does that, I'm trying to think about the logistics of it scientifically, right? With the laws of gravity, time and space, everything, how would that be possible? So if let's say right now, you're just living in, this is July 9th, 2025, and let's say I decide to go back to 1995, which is when I was born. So it would be going to the past. And then in 1995, I do something, I explore stuff, and then I'm like, well, I want to go back to where I was, to right now. So it would be going to the future from 1995, but in essence, it would just be back to the present, because if I in 1995 decided, no, I'm gonna go to 2030, then that would be the future. But if I just come back to my initial point, then it would be present time anyway. Yeah, I enjoyed all the different shots that we got here, and there's even a little bit of similarities with the movies. And like this part right here reminds me of when Marty was trying to set up the watch. I don't know, he was trying to connect some cables, and there was a clock right there, and it was at night. It started raining, there was thunder. It reminded me of that scene. Maybe the architecture on here, like the wooden, older, nighttime, and then this background that we have here is like super cool, that we get sucked into this electricity vortex, and now we're on a van traveling through time and space, and they go back to the future, let's say. Also, it's nice that they created this sort of world in a futuristic manner, right? Where I feel like that's where we're going. Everything's super minimalistic, sort of white, clear colors, not a lot of patterns or designs and stuff like that. Everything's like very sleek. It's like Apple, right? The company Apple, like their aesthetic, that is basically the future. I think that Apple is living in the future. But it's also cool to go back into maybe what would seem like the 80s And then we get the opposite. We get all these different, you know, like architecture, chandeliers, lighting, colors, designs, patterns, stuff like that. And of course, you always have to have the necessary choreography, right? A lot of dancing in there. Yeah, very explosive. Teleporting. All right. And the way they're dressed and everything, they always have to have the most fire outfit and make a fashion statement. Slam the hoverboard into the clock. See, like right there, this reminds me of the movie itself. Even the lightning on there. Yeah, this is a really awesome concept. I'm glad that they were inspired by the movie and that they decided to make a song out of it. I wonder what the original actors would say about it. But anyway, guys, if you have more suggestions for NCT Dream, comment, hit the like, subscribe, and at the end, do a flip. Till the next.